down there, Griff. What's the status of the caravan, and are they showing any signs of slowing down?
Hey, Sandra, absolutely not. It doesn't matter the 5,200 troops on the border or the admonitions from the administration. Let me show you something new that's developing here, and that is we've seen the 4,000 or 5,000 strong caravan walking to the border, but it seems now they're doing more of waiting for a ride to the border. This is the first time I have seen since I've been here an organized bus operation from the state of Oaxaca actually getting volunteer buses to put people and load on them and take them to their next location. And that's fairly significant now because, you know, these towns, they continue to help them. When we began this way back a week or so or more, when the Mexican police were trying to dissuade them from coming across the Guatemala-Mexico border, it seems now some of the least Mexican towns are really assisting them to make their way. Now, there's been a little bit of tensions on some of these because they're trying to get the buses for women and children primarily, but in many cases the husband's with them or the father, and they don't want to be separated, and in some cases just the men, which make up at least 50% of this entire caravan or more, want to be in there. But here's the real problem. There's only 11 buses so far that we've counted that we're told is coming, and you would need upwards of 80 or more buses to actually move everyone. So a lot of people aren't going to get rides, and that's going to make for some tensions as they go next to their next stop, Juchitán, which is about 30 miles from where I'm standing in Niltepec. Ultimately, they want to go to Mexico City, and then they want to get to the U.S. border. Sandra?
Griff, what can you tell us about this second caravan?
Very important. You know, it is perhaps the advance of this caravan that's inspired a second and actually a third. Right now, we've seen in the last 24 hours the police battling with another sort of caravan of 1,000 or so trying to get across that same river down in the Guatemala-Mexico border. But a third one, we're told from the organizers of this caravan, they're talking forward, is originating in El Salvador. They're trying to catch up to join the second caravan. So there's a second and third. In total numbers, that's about 2,000. So it's certainly growing, not necessarily dissuading anyone, although we should say that there's been about 1,500 of the original caravan that did turn back, were repatriated, or took Mexico's offer for temporary asylum. Sandra?
Griff Jenkins, you continue to bring some amazing pictures out of there, covering this story from the beginning. We will continue to track it all. Thank you.
More on this a little later, too, what the border states are saying about the